What is needed in all parts of the world, particularly in Asia, Middle East, Africa, is to understand that the framing of what we saw as economic development, espoused particularly and exported in its most crass form from the United States, from Europe, is essentially intellectually dishonest. So what we have to do is accept that that is a lie, and now be bold enough to innovate and create true value. The problem with the old system is that the architects of that model recognize value in terms of profit maximization, greater market share, and shareholder value. These are very facile ways of measuring success in the world that we live in, a world that is faced with existential threats, and a world that is unrecognizable from what it was even 40 years ago. You can't adopt business models that were created when the world was only 2 billion people. So what we have to do in this part of the world is re-educate to redesign the way we think about how we govern our societies. These ideas have not been written down, nor are they scripted in Harvard business schools or the institutions of the West. This is not an anti-Western rhetoric. This is simply saying it is a post-Western, non-Western way of thinking. We have arrived at the world where Africa, Asia, Middle East have the most amount of people. That part of the world cannot adopt a model that is so clearly unsustainable. So in my view, the most fundamental reform is first to recognize the intellectual dishonesty of what that neoliberal economic model was. Redefine what is progress and growth. Abandon such simplistic ideas, such as trickle-down economics. It doesn't work. And business leaders, if they're truly business leaders committed to progress, will have to fight the odds and talk about new business models, particularly things to do with how the business models create externalities that can no longer be tolerated by the people, the planet, the ecology that we all depend and survive on.